All praises to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rechakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, salutations to the hopeful elect that's fighting the good fight of faith and truth, in sincerity and wholeheartedly. Shalom to the Akwath, which is the women believers. Shalom to you. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And as you've been seeing for like the past year, Esau, Edom been boasting of his technology, because really what it comes down to is that he's trying to tap into your spirit by his technology. So when it comes to like the brain chip and just an implantation period, he's literally trying to tap into your spirit by his technology. And if you've been watching my videos, I'm a skeptic of it. I know what the scripture says, doing all these signs and miracles through Satan. But also the scripture says that he got bounds that he cannot pass. All right. So Esau, Edom, you're limited. And that's what this video is going to be around. Because while you trying to get a hold of the spirit, you're trying to be like the Most High. Matter of fact, let's start off with that real quick. Already got it. No, I don't have it. Because I got the wrong scripture. Ain't that a be? So we're going to do it like this then. Yep, moving too fast. I just jumped up and I woke up with this video on my mind. So it says, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he as a power sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. All right. Now, if you want to go deeper into the temple part, now the Lord said that we are the temple of the Most High. And through his technology, he trying to get inside of us. And he also sitting in the Holy Land, professing himself to be the people too, But he opposeth, which means that he is the opposite of the Lord. He is adverse to the Lord. He's literally the adversary of the Lord. And that's literally what Satan means. Now, the spiritual demon Satan, he's in order with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, but he was created to be the opposite. He was created to be the opposite of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So this is a world ran by Satan and his physical counterpart. As you see, look at the world that you live in. So going back, now it says, because this devil right here, now what the hell is that? Okay. The spirit of a man is the candle of Yahweh, searching all the inward parts of the belly. Now this devil, he's trying to do that through his technology by putting a radio frequency identification, CHIP, into you. Okay. So the point is that this devil, he think he can do these things, and he's going to try like hell to do it. He's going to try. Matter of fact, in the scriptures, and we all know the scripture, Revelation 13 and 16, that means it's going to come to pass because it's written. He will get brain chips in people. He will get microchips in your left hand or your right hand, whatever your predominant hand is. Okay? He will put this technology in you. He already have the infrastructure in place. They've been working on it for years. So you can't tap into the spirit. All right? Because that is the candle of the Lord. Remember, our Father is the Father of spirits. He is a spirit himself. Okay? We're spirits with bones and flesh. All right? This body houses our spirit. Okay? So, while this devil is trying to tap into the spirit, he's limited. Matter of fact, let's get this real quick. And to be honest, that should make you happy. That really should make you happy, because if this devil didn't have limitations, we would be through. Because this devil's losing his damn mind. I think it's 16. I think is it 13 through 16? I want to say. It said, "For what man is he that can know the counsel of the Most High, or who could think the will of the Lord is?" So while this devil is boasting of his heart desires, he have limitations and he don't know what the will of the Lord is. It don't matter if we're preaching, because as it say in Isaiah 13, this word have reaching to the gates of the nobles. That's why they're going to cause of shutting down the free speech. He's going to cause the famine of the word, because you can't have this message directly opposing his new world order. Elder Ashawamba going to it a lot. The head of Dallas. 13 and 14. All right, you got the beast system trying to bring forth his technology, his beast system. The next chapter, Revelation 14, is the prophecy against it and the consequences of what would happen to you if you bow down. So, the Lord have hardened this devil's heart to the point that he is so engulfed in his mindset of trying to, hey man, we gonna do this. We gonna take out a lot of people, and the people that's left, we gonna chip them up. So you don't know what the counsel of the Lord is, because if you did, you would know that you're gonna end up in chains and you're gonna lose at the end. And it says, "For the thoughts of mortal men are miserable, and our devices are but uncertain." And since we're talking about Esau right now, this scripture is twofold, because this is talking about people in general. One thing about a mind of a man, it just runs. It runs. You can really think about some depressing shit at a drop of a dime. You always worrying. Matter of fact, that's in the scripture. It said, "For the corruptible body presseth down the soul, and the earthly tabernacle weigheth down the mind, that museth among many things." The museth means that your mind wanders, your thoughts. But it's this corruptible body, this weak ass flesh, that puts you in those type of, mindsets. And then on top of it, this damn world that we live in that is given into the hands of the wicked, so that helps a lot. So it says, and hardly do we guess aright at the things that are upon the earth. And with labor do we find the things that are before us, and with labor do we find the things that are before us, but the things that are in heaven who have searched out. So the point is that this devil, he have the time to search out everything, but he still don't know everything. And even, like a person like an Elon Musk and scientists in general, it said that your brain, and you already know how Esau is, he just throw out numbers, but the number sounds very hypothetical, because he said that your brain have enough data to fill 1 trillion libraries. And that's true. I believe that's true, because guess what? The Lord, when he created this computer, which is this body that is very complex, the brain itself controls all the operations, man. This devil is really trying to, what's that name? What's that ninja name? Neil deGrasse, the so-called black scientist. I watched the video, I think it was last year. He said that, I forgot what the man's name was that he said, but he said the reason that they say that we only use 10% of the brain is because the guy who was trying to, search out the brain, he couldn't do it. So he came up with the term that we only use 10% of our brain, you know? But nobody knows how much we use, and it's probably less than that. But yeah, so he just threw that number out there. That's what Esau Edom do. When he can't figure out something, and since he's in control, he controls the narrative. That's why the scripture said, because of his wine, he is a proud man, because, whatever he say goes. Education, scientific, technology, whatever. The earth is given into the hands of him. So that's where that term came from, that you only use 10% of your brain, because when he was trying to search it out, he couldn't, do it. So, but yeah, you have limitations, man. So now going up here, it says, for what man knoweth, 1 Corinthians 2:11, for what man knoweth the things of a man, save the spirit of man which is in him? Even so, the things of the Most High knoweth no man, but the Spirit of the Most High. So, for what man knoweth the things of a man, save the Spirit of which is in him? So, you can't tap into the Spirit. That's what this thing is all about. That's why you got some Neuralink. That's dealing with your brain, So, this devil, he wants to be able to read your thoughts. And he wants, because remember, the scripture says in Proverbs 20:24 that a man's goings is of the Lord. That's what this devil is trying to do with his technology. That's why the consequences is so harsh when it comes to if you do take this mark of the beast. Because you're literally giving yourself over to a devil and calling him your God. Because don't get it twisted. You're going to have to bow down to this thing, because the scripture said worship the beast. All right. He's already making technology a god. As you see right now, we can't do nothing without it. You'll lose your mind if you lose your cell phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's face is always in the phone. We all live off of our phone, credit cards and all of that stuff. So that, like, everybody's already, conditioned with this technology, but he's trying to get it inside you. He wants you to be a walking frequency, a frequency that he can control remotely. And, for the people who think this is all conspiracy, you've been living under a rock. Do you see the world that we live in? You got Wi-Fi everywhere, 5G towers everywhere. This devil, the scriptures is going to be fulfilled. So he don't know the spirit. All right. And then right here, right? Ecclesiastes 3:14, before I read it, this devil, he's literally trying to add a foreign object inside of you. And you think that shit ain't gonna malfunction? Now, when you go to Revelation 16:2, it said, and I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the seven angels, go your ways and pour out the vials of the earth, of the wrath of the Most High upon the earth. Because that's what this vials represents. Vials represent two things, either the prayers of the saints or the destructions that's coming upon the earth. So in this context, it's the destruction. And it says, and the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome, grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worship his image. So, cancerous sore. You got to understand all that radiation that's going to be inside you, because you're literally going to be a walking electric field. Okay? So we already are electrical beings. So this devil's just doing too damn much. But yeah, so what's going to happen, all that radiation that's inside you through the towers beaming off of you, yes, whole bunch of radiation is going to cause a sore. And so going back to, we already a complex computer ourselves. And now you're trying to put a foreign object in our body. And we have something called the immune system that fight things off. All right. And you think that our body is just going to take this and we're just going to be a robot? So the scripture says, I know that whatsoever the Most High doeth, it should be forever. Nothing can be put to it, nor anything taken from it. And the Most High doeth it, that men should fear before him. Okay? So whatever the Lord have made, that's what it's going to be. Whatever the Lord is going to do, that's what it's going to be. All right? And what people is about to find out is that the Lord is in control. Because through the prophets, he been telling the world through the prophets that these things are going to come to pass. So the point is that Esau Edom is limited. He could boast all he want. He could boast all he want. The pride of thy heart have deceived you, you that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks. Caucasians, all right? Caucasus Mountains, whose habitation is high. That saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And we're going to find out, and we already know who. See, the Lord is so bad that he's actually going to use your allies and the enemies that you have made over these decades to bring you down. And then the cherry on top is Yahweh Shah, the holy angels, and us. Because scripture, Psalms 149 said we're going to bind their kings with fetters of iron. So yeah, the elites, the ones who's orchestrating all of this, they're going to live. They're going to be the first ones going into captivity. All right. So it says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with you. You has pointed his bounds that he cannot pass. So this is the whole point of the video. Esau is limited. So we don't listen. Who should fear a man that should die? That's in Psalms 51. Isaiah 51 and 12 and 13. That man is nothing but a breath, just like we are nothing but a breath. The Lord is in control. This devil, you don't need to be scared of him. All right. Fear the Most High. Okay. So yes, he's going to bring forth his technology. Matter of fact, if you watch, I think it's 2 videos ago, the elder out of Dallas or the elder in Las Vegas, it was a guy on the podcast talk about he got a chip in his head and that he's basically an aimbot. Now, if you play video games, that's a cheat code, for shooting games, that your target just automatically lock on. It's cheating, man. That's why I don't play video games no more. But anyways, I haven't played video games in about 8-9 years now. So, but the point is, but back then that was a thing. You had people who would come into the lobby, cheat codes, have an aimbot, and no matter what, his weapon would aim on to you and shoot the shit out of you, and you ain't even get a chance to even pull your gun out. But the point is that, so he used that as a reference in the video. Then you talk about that, how he's like 3 steps ahead. My mind thinks about things before I even can think about it. Stuff like that. And here's what I always say. Joe Rogan, 'cause I think he was on Joe Rogan, he should have asked, hey man, let me see where the chip was inserted at. A dude just on there talking about this chip in his head. Let me see. All right? I'm tired of people talking. Let's actually see if the blind can see, these crippled people can walk and shit like that. There's a whole bunch of talk. That's why I said, I'm a very big skeptic when it comes to Esau Edom boasting of his technology. I do believe that, because we've seen that, you put a chip in your hand and you put it up to a door, or you put it up to a cash register, or whatever the case may. Not a cash register, but a device that read it, and then you can buy something. Yeah, I see that. But all this superhuman shit, let's see. Let's see. And even if that is the case, don't forget about this scripture right here. Because see, the Lord got everything covered. He said he'd be able to do some things through Satan. Even him who was coming after the working of Satan with all power, signs, and lying wonders. But see, the lying wonders, all this talking, shows something. Now I'm ending on this. There is no wisdom. There is no wisdom nor understanding nor counsel against the Most High. So the whole point is that while you trying to upgrade human through your technology, the technology that you even have been given is through Satan, and the Lord controls Satan, and all you doing is fulfilling the Lord's word. You can't upgrade human. The Lord is going to do that himself when he come and take you out the picture and upgrade his men. And guess what? When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Right now, the people are mourning, and more mourning is coming. So I just wanted to touch on that. You know, this is just my thoughts in the spirit, but I got scriptures to back up. So Esau, you're limited. And hey, you better seek ye the Lord while he may be found, because it's getting serious out here. That's why President Trump and his number one man is Elon Musk, who's dealing with this technology. How ironic. So seek ye the Lord while he may be found, and shalom.